Have you ever desired something so greatly, only to dismiss its worth when it seemed unattainable? In a lush meadow, encircled by an emerald green forest, there lived a sly and curious fox named Felix. Renowned for his cleverness and cunning ways, Felix was quite a character in this tranquil haven. One day, while strolling through the meadow, Felix's sharp eyes spotted a vine, lush and heavy with plump, enticing grapes. As he gazed at these dangling delights, his stomach growled with hunger and his eyes sparkled with anticipation. He leapt, his agile body soaring through the air, but alas, the grapes remained just beyond his grasp. Despite his repeated attempts, Felix's frustration mounted, and the grapes continued to elude his reach. Retreating, he muttered with a flick of his tail, "Those grapes must be sour anyway. I don't need them." But was this dismissal genuine? Or was Felix masking his disappointment? From her lofty perch, a wise old owl named Olivia had been observing Felix's efforts. She hooted down, "Felix, it seems the grapes are high and you couldn't reach them. But why dismiss them as sour just because you couldn't have them?" Felix, feeling defensive, replied that he had more important tasks than pursuing unreachable grapes. Olivia, in her gentle yet knowing tone, responded, "Sometimes, Felix, it's easier to pretend that what we desire is not valuable when we face the challenge of obtaining it. True wisdom lies in acknowledging our limitations and appreciating the worth of things beyond our immediate reach." Felix, despite the owl's wise words, decided to take a different approach. He gathered nearby rocks and stacked them into a tower. Climbing with determination, he reached the top, only to find his tower wobbling and the ground rushing up to meet him. Bruised and humbled, Felix looked up at the grapes, now further away than ever. Olivia hooted gently, "Felix, there is no shame in acknowledging that some things may be beyond our reach. The grapes were not sour, they were simply out of reach this time." Embarrassed and humbled, Felix began to see the truth in Olivia's words. The dismissal of the grapes had been a defense mechanism to mask his own shortcomings. He realized that true wisdom was not just about achieving one's desires, but also recognizing and appreciating their worth, attainable or not. Felix's tale echoes in the meadow, a parable reminding us all that our desires, whether within grasp or out of reach, hold intrinsic value. The sweetest grapes, as Felix learned, are often the ones we learn to appreciate from a distance.